On that note, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, Ms. Youmna Salama, our tourism expert. It's a very good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for joining us. So let me start by asking you, what are some of the most popular places that, Egyptians like to visit during Eid al-Adha?
Actually, Egyptians like to celebrate Al-Adha feast. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. Happy feast to everyone, not just in Egypt, all over the Islamic world. And Egyptians like to celebrate actually in a very interesting way, which is going back through the traditions and the customs of celebrating feasts and festivals in ancient Egypt, which is going always to open areas, natural places, natural parks, by the beach, by the river Nile. So you would see Egyptians will go in the cities like Cairo and Giza to open parks, to the river Nile, taking boats in the river Nile. Others will travel to the north coast. Some will travel to the Red Sea. So this is the way they like to celebrate feasts and festivals in general, and of course Al-Adha feast as well.
Indeed. Youmna, let me ask you, do you see with the changing weather and of course in light of this heat wave that people could change their plans, maybe not go out, or what other alternatives would be good for them in your opinion?
Well, I think the people here, since we have been exposed to this heat wave for some time, so people had already adjusted their plans, and as I said, most of the people who will try to go by the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the North Coast or the Red Sea, and the Egyptians will adjust their plans after sunset. They will start going out, or even when the sun breaks, like not really maybe during the heat of the day, but like late afternoon, then they will start to go out. And the lifestyle in such resorts and areas, actually the fun time begins as the sun goes down. So this is the adjustment of their plans.
Absolutely.
But still they will go outside, they won't stay at home.
Right, indeed. And finally, Youmna, in your opinion, how would you spend, or how would you advise people to spend the next 4 or 5 days on holiday? What kind of tourism program could you suggest?
Well, I suggest people get together, family and friends. This is the most important thing. This is one of the traditions that we would like to keep, getting together as family and friends, and try to enjoy the feast days in one of the beloved places of our beloved Egypt. There are plenty of places to go to. I personally like to go by the sea. So if there is an opportunity for them to go to the Mediterranean cities or the Red Sea cities and towns, this will be amazing. If not, then they can enjoy also other places. The simplest way of taking a boat ride, a felucca ride in the river Nile, and enjoy a nice ride. This is also something they can do. The open parks that we have here in Cairo and Giza. I wouldn't say now let's go to archaeological sites. It will be very difficult during this temperature. But if they would go to open parks, even in the evening after sunset, and the river Nile boat rides, and that's it. I think this is a great variety that they can choose from.
Absolutely. On that note, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Ms. Youmna Salama, our tourism expert. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, for joining us on today's edition of the show. And that's all the time we have for today's episode. We do hope you have enjoyed it. You're in the company of myself, Andrew Meher. Many thanks for joining us.